Hello my fellow dweebs and welcome back to another Star Reaction. We're about to start watching episodes 6A and B of season 4. These episodes are called The Ponyhead Show, God help us all, and Surviving the Spiderbites. Let's see what these episodes have in store. What is happening? Why is he playing this game in the middle of the freezing forest?
Come on. Gah, you!
Attention, humans. It's the Ponyhead Show! That's me! Oh,
What?
my goodness. Stop. You guys are too kind.
What's going on?
I'd like to welcome you all to the very first ever
Her boyfriend that she
Ponyhead
treats
Show
like
starring
garbage.
me, Ponyhead. And if y'all will shut up, I'm gonna tell you some jokes. Clown nose!
I'm so excited she's gonna put you on her show. It's been a while since I performed in front of an audience, but if you think it's a good idea... Oh, it's a good idea. Look,
I don't know, it sounds kind of like a recipe for disaster to me.
We can gauge how much the audience likes it.
I really think your audience is going to enjoy it.
Really? Do you think that right now? Because here's what's tipping me off. Your guitar is made out of dead people, okay? So this doesn't feel normal for me and it's not on brand with my show.
We can take it off your hands.
You guys remember my sisters, Shonda and Shinda?
I do, and they are no less creepy than I remember.
Take care of it. Bye, Eclipse.
Later in the show, we have Cooking with Earthard. But first,
Stop.
you guys are so lucky because we have a very special celebrity guest.
Cooking shows are real. Wrestling is fake. Can you pass me the salt?
Oh, honey.
Kelly? Are you okay?
I have cramps.
Kelly?
He just wrecked her world.
Forever. It seemed like you were upset.
No, I mean, you did ruin wrestling for me, that's true, but, you know, I just walked around and dealt with it. Let's go make some sandwiches. It's not like you've never ruined anything before.
What?
And finally,
What are you doing?
I think I'm owning it.
Owning it? You are renting it at best. And really, you're just making people mad. They don't like this pony, and it is getting worse.
You
Oh,
asked me to make Eclipse popular.
Gives me
I'm gonna
anxiety.
make her popular. It's all about attitude, Clissa. You gotta be mean.
Yeah, you don't want to be
Clissa.
understood. You want to be feared.
Where's Eclipse? What have you done with her?
Terrible advice.
How do I look?
Oh, that is more than just a touch-up. If they don't like the show, they could just turn it off.
Actually, they
No,
can't
they
do
cannot.
that.
What? Why?
Oh, I hacked their compacts. It's impossible for them to turn it off.
What? Why would you do that? This is a train wreck. Ponyhead is crazy. Why do I always forget that? I think you should just back out of the show.
I don't know, girl.
It's okay. I want to go through with it. At least I get the chance to formally introduce myself to my people.
You know what? You're right. Okay,
She is
Clipsa,
amazing.
Let's make them love you. But first things first, this outfit.
I asked him to buy me a $60,000
Oh, Marco.
necklace, obviously. And he was like, you don't even have shoulders. How are you gonna
so
wear a necklace?
upset.
And I was like, what?
I'm Eclipse. Queen.
My angel.
I'm going to play you a song here. Imagine waking up to a world turned upside down.
We have another original song, ladies and gentlemen.
Broken hearted but finally free. Never quite fit the mold. Now I'm here in your
I love it so much. That was really nice. I loved it.
Well, hold up. You guys like that?
Oh, they hate it.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. But don't worry, we'll find a way to get the people of Muni to love you.
I don't have any regrets. I'd rather be hated for who I am than liked for who I pretend to be.
Wait, don't you want to be fake and hated?
I'm sorry. Who gave you permission to be perfect, Eclipse? Okay, so I don't know how much I'm here for the Ponyhead Show, but if there could be an Eclipse show, I would watch that all day. I guess I already am, huh? It's called Star versus the Forces of Evil. I really love what Eclipse had to say at the end, and I think that's a really important life lesson that I actually have had to learn a couple different times throughout the course of my life. If someone doesn't like you, at least they're not liking you for who you are, versus if you pretend to be someone that you're not and people like you, that's not really a win because you're not being yourself. And if people don't like you, that's extra not a win because then they don't like you, but you're also not even being yourself. And I think, especially for the age range that the show is targeted towards, it's a very important lesson for kids to learn. So I liked that a lot. I have to admit, I thought Ponyhead was hysterical as a character for a really long time, but in the past couple episodes she's been in, I'm starting to see why people are not so crazy about her. She definitely has turned into somebody that really has no redeemable qualities. She's mean and doesn't really care about anyone but herself, and those were personality traits that were there in the beginning too, but I just feel like they've taken over her entire character. But enough of the Ponyhead Show. Let's get watching our second episode, Surviving the Spiderbites.
Delicious. Beautiful.
I thought we just...
you cover up those dark secrets. Okay.
Yeah,
Here it
I
is.
say.
Eclipsa! Eclipsa?
Stop! Help me!
I'm busy! Archibald, have you seen Eclipsa?
Not since yesterday, Miss Butterfly.
This is the first royal visit since Eclipsa became queen. We cannot afford to mess this up.
No, you
Oh no!
haven't.
They're here. King Spiderbite, you trimmed your beard, didn't you? It looks great.
Thanks. It's full of spiders.
Oh!
And Queen Spiderbite, oh, beautiful gown.
Sorry, did you say something?
Ah, look at that, the refreshments are here.
This is going great!
Your beverages, my lords.
I regret to inform you that the Queen is still preoccupied, but she hopes
Aw,
you will
she's
all
trying
enjoy
so
the
hard.
awe-inspiring beauty that awaits. This is one of Eclipsa's favorite parts of the castle, the Gallery of Monster Art. Not a
Oh
fan.
my gosh, they're being so
Hey,
rude.
Penelope, how are you liking the tour?
Totally.
Our very own monster dance troupe.
Oh. Well, I love this. Oh, they hate it, they hate it, they hate it.
Encore! Woo! Woohoo! Woo! Woo!
Oh.
Okay, you know, they actually worked really hard on that routine. You need to adjust your nasty attitudes.
Is this a bad time?
Hey,
Oh.
you made it!
I was wondering if she was texting him.
What?
Sorry, Star. I was texting my boyfriend this whole time so that he could meet up with us.
Our problem is with Globgore.
Crusher of skulls, plucker of limbs.
How can you live in this castle and ignore his atrocities?
What? No.
Oh, he
Those
fixed
are
his-
just rumors.
So why is all the tableware covered in Globgorian horror parties? Globgore's army burns Spiderbite village to the ground.
Boy, that got real specific.
And that dance, you shows, is
Yeah.
a tribute to Globgore eating my great-great-grand-uncle Shastakan.
Think you left out a few greats?
No, but Globgore's a vegetarian.
We all heard what happened between her and Romulus.
How do you know she won't try a stunt like that again?
How can you trust her?
I'm sure there is a perfectly good explanation for all this. I summon the all-seeing eye to tear a hole into the sky. Reveal to me that which is hidden, unveil to me what is hidden.
You know the deal.
Glossaric, what about this one?
Nope.
Okay. Well, this one, perhaps.
Nah.
All the other kingdoms are terrified of you. The Spiderbites are the only ones who would even visit us, and you just completely ditched them. If you don't come talk to them right now, you'll never convince anyone you're not the Queen of Darkness.
Allow me to express my sincerest apologies. I never should have kept you waiting like that.
Well, we're not surprised. This castle makes it quite clear that you only care for your globgore.
The dance of death! You performed
Whoa.
the dance of death!
I didn't know there was a dance of death. I also didn't know that Globgore ate Shastakan.
Dance out, Dad?
Truth is a little more complex than that, but... Yes, he did. I'd like to show you something. I know that seeing this must be terrifying, but let me assure you,
Yeah, think?
Globgore is very much stuck in this crystal.
There's no way he's getting out of this thing.
Thank you for showing us this, Eclipsa. I feel a little more at ease now.
Yes, he's basically dead.
Well, I'm glad I could put your fears to rest.
What were you doing back there?
I was looking for the Book of Spells.
The Book of Spell? Are you still looking for a way to free Globgor?
I'm not good enough at magic.
You've done some of the most powerful magic I've ever seen.
Thank you, but I only know how to do magic to help myself. I need to learn magic that will help my kingdom.
I hate to break it to you, but that book is super gone. Ludo burned it up ages ago.
But if any of it survived, I might be able to bring it back. Anything you happen to find while wandering around the castle.
No, not that I can think of.
Oh, that's a pity. Well, thank you for all your help today, Star.
Oh, it's Tommy's finger all over again! Gosh, you guys, Star's closet, always full of secrets. This is the first time we've seen Star hesitate when it comes to Eclipsa in a long time. She's really backed her 100% in the past few episodes, and seeing her start to have doubts about Eclipsa makes me start to have doubts about Eclipsa. I just can't figure out what her intentions are yet. She seems to genuinely want to be a good queen and help humans and monsters come together, but I just don't know if Globgor is a higher priority for her that could end up clouding her judgment. It also makes me nervous to know that that piece of the Book of Spells is something Star is hiding, because if Eclipsa does find out about it and knows that Star hid it from her, that could really destroy their relationship that they've built, which I feel like would just be really bad for everybody. It was fun to see Princess Spiderbite and Slime back together in this episode. I think they're so cute. I love seeing them together. And I have to say, I don't entirely blame her family for the grudges that they've held against Eclipsa. There are some serious injustices and just straight up murders that went down because of Globgor. Like I've been saying since the start of the season, I do not think he's going to be in that crystal for very much longer, and goodness only knows what will happen when he finally is freed. Part of me is terrified and part of me is actually kind of excited. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe to my channel for new reactions every Friday. And if you would like access to full-length reactions, early release to my videos, and a whole bunch of other fun stuff, check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/AliciaDweeb. And I will see you dweebs later.